They are no closer to a deal. 6,000 kids are not allowed to go to school, but the football team is allowed to practice. Alyssa Crouch is with us, St. Louis Post-Dispatch education reporter. Good morning, Alyssa. Thanks for joining us here on KTRS Radio.
Good morning. Thanks for having me.
All right, so what's the sticking point? Is it all about money?
Yeah, it is about money. So the district and the union leadership had agreed to a tentative agreement that the membership of the union ultimately voted down. But what's at stake right now is the fact that the district would like to make it take a little bit longer, actually twice as long, for a teacher to move up the salary schedule. So, for instance, when you belong to a union, if you've got 1 year of experience, you make so much money, and then as you gain years of experience, and you move up the salary schedule. So the union wants to keep the current schedule at 11 years. The district wants to increase it to 22.
Does the state have any say at this, or is this just a local East St. Louis issue?
Well, it's a local issue. I mean, the thing that's a little bit murky here is the fact that the district is under state oversight. So the superintendent was hired by the state. The board that governs the district was appointed by the state.
How much is it costing for the football team to practice?
I don't know how much it's costing them. I mean, the thing that's too bad, though, is they have practiced the past couple of days, but chances are they're not going to be able to play tonight because under Illinois rules, you can't play football if your teachers are on strike. So there won't be a game tonight.
And that'll be the third game that's canceled, right?
Right.
Yeah.
By the way, good morning, Elsa. It's Farah Fazal. So, there is a different part of this story that is really interesting, I think, that you and I maybe both have covered. And that is that there's a community of people that have had to pick up the slack here for children who cannot go to school. So
right.
There are people outside of the school system that are going to have to that are feeding these children and kind of keeping them occupied, right?
Right. There are a number of community centers in East St. Louis that provide after-school programs and just provide, places for kids to go when they're not in school. And so a lot of those places, in fact, I think almost all of them have done things like, they've extended their hours so kids can go there at noon and have lunch and have snacks. And some of them have tutors. AmeriCorps right now is active in East St. Louis, and a lot of the volunteers are working at the community centers to do things like, provide some sort of instruction for the kids during the day. So while they're not getting a lot, they're at least getting some.
And because the state is broke,
right.
is not paying these particular organizations to actually take care of these children.
Well, yeah, and I'm not really quite sure how their funding is. I mean, some of them might have some sort of state grant funding, but, there's a lot of volunteer work going on.
Alyssa Crouch with the St. Louis Post-Dispatch story in the paper today at your front doorstep at stltoday.com. The 12th day and counting. How's the animosity? Are they talking? Are they not talking in terms of at least sitting down? Where are they there?
Well, they have met. So yesterday they met on Wednesday, but they're not getting any place. So the district's not budging. The teachers are still maintaining that they want to keep that shorter salary schedule. So, and they're just not moving anywhere on that.
Yeah. 6,000 students, still no school today, day 12 and counting. Alyssa Crouch with the St. Louis Post-Dispatch. Thanks for checking in.
Thank you so much.
You got it. Big 550 KTRS. They are allowed to practice,
but not go to school.
But not go to school.